Dr. Isela Peña, Dr. Nora Pag, Dr. Rodolfo Rincones, and Dr. Wei Ling Sun. The co-chair for the Teacher Education Department's STEM division is Dr. Olga Kosheleva. In that division are Dr. Song An, Dr. Joyce Asing Cashman, Dr. David Carejo, Dr. Heather Click-Cuyer, Dr. Pei-Ling Shi, Dr. Liru Hu, Dr. William Medina Jerez, Ms. Erica Nash, Dr. Johannes Strobel, Dr. Morat Jashanov, Dr. Daniel Tillman, Dr. Marche van den Bogard, Dr. Elsa Villa, and Dr. Justice Walker. And in the Teacher Education Department's Bells Division, the chair is Dr. Elise Hashi. In the department are Ms. Cynthia Santillano Acosta, Dr. Amy Bach, Dr. Timothy Cashman, Dr. Cristina Convertino, Mr. Marcos Delgado, Dr. Maria Teresa de la Piedra, Ms. Selena Gamboa, Dr. Diane Golding, Dr. Daniel Hyman, Dr. Jose Maria Herrera, Dr. Lydia Herrera Rocha, Dr. Elena Izquierdo, Dr. Sarah Johnson, Dr. Rachel Keller, Ms. Gloria Martinez, Dr. Erica Mean, Ms. Patricia Ocana, Ms. Jessica Pussman, Dr. Reynaldo Reyes, Ms. Ana Eva Rodriguez, Dr. Jessica Slade, Dr. Josefina Tinajero, and Dr. Cynthia Wiltshire. For some reason, I don't have Dr. Shor Ullman, which right there in the very front is also part of that door. My apologies, Shor. We begin our pre-commencement celebration tonight with our students who have earned their master's degree. Many of our candidates for the master's degree have earned this distinction while working full-time, taking care of family, overcoming financial obstacles, and spending many late nights and weekends working on their degree requirements. One of the most traditional rituals associated with an advanced degree is the hooding ceremony. Academic hoods are identified in 3 ways: the size, the velvet color, and the color of the lining. The size of the hood and width of the velvet represents the type of degree. Master's degree hoods are medium-sized, while doctoral hoods are larger. You will see this when our doctoral candidates are introduced. The academic hood is the symbol of scholarly achievement and challenges the recipient to the responsibility for continued study and improvement of the education profession. So while you have now completed your degree, students, it is also a new beginning as you share your knowledge with those around you on current educational issues, trends, and practices. As your family member or friend is being hooded this evening, I want you to know that we have a professional photographer present to capture this moment at the center stage. If any family members would like to also take photos of this wonderful event, please feel free to come forward to the side of center during the hooding ceremony. However, I ask that you do not block the aisles so that our graduates can return to their seats. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Daniel Hyman to assist with the first part of the ceremony. Dr. Hyman?
At this time, I would like to invite those students who are receiving their master's degree from the Department of Educational Leadership and Foundations to follow the marshal to the stage to be hooded. Would the faculty from the Department of Educational Leadership and Foundations please form a line on the left side of the stage? As I read each candidate's name, we ask that you please come forward where you will be congratulated by our dean. Then proceed to center stage and stand in the area marked by an X to be hooded by faculty. You may then exit the stage and return to your seats. Jordan Dominguez, hooded by Jesus Cisneros and Arturo Arturo Olivares. Andrea Cecilia Herrera Aguirre, hooded by Dr. Cisneros y Dr. Peña. Kenneth Venzer, hooded by Dr. Cisneros and Dr. Peña. Ashley Hernandez, hooded by Dr. Cisneros. Ernest Rodriguez, hooded by Dr. Peña y Dr. Pa. Justin Kleist, hooded by Dr. Pa and Dr. Peña. Melissa Miller, hooded by Dr. Peña and Dr. Pa. Jasmine Cordoba, hooded by Dr. Pa and Dr. Peña.
I would like to invite the master's degree candidates from the Department of Educational Leadership and Foundations to stand. Please join me in a round of applause for these master's degree candidates. Would the faculty from the Department of Educational Leadership and Foundations please take their seats? Thank you very much. I would now ask Dr. Rachel Keller to come to the podium to recognize our next group of master's degree candidates. Dr. Keller?
I would like to request that the faculty from the Department of Counseling, Special Education, and Educational Psychology line up on the left side of the stage. At this time, I would like to invite those students who are receiving their master's degree from the Department of Counseling, Special Education, and Educational Psychology to follow the marshal to the stage. Jasmine Jewel Marquez, hooded by Beverly Calvo and Dr. Strussel. Dr. Trussell. Apologize. Jessica Avita, hooded by Dr. Calvo and Dr. Trussell. Daisy Lozano, hooded by Dr. Todd. Robin Nyland, hooded by Dr. Todd and Dr. Hahn. Taylor Shayna Adams, hooded by Dr. Paul Carola. Estefania Montaya, hooded by Dr. Carola and Dr. Rocha. Tammy Sexton, hooded by Dr. Estala. Jose Silva, hooded by Dr. Paul Carola and Dr. Hahn. Rogelio Orozco, hooded by Dr. Estala. Samantha Gomez, hooded by Dr. Carola and Dr. Todd. Adriana Sepulveda Rodriguez, hooded by Dr. Calvo. Nicole Lopez, hooded by Dr. Calvo. Marceli Del Valle, hooded by Dr. Carola. Carmen Elena Barrera, hooded by Dr. Calvo. Vanessa Rivero Villanueva, hooded by Dr. Todd and Dr. Carola.
Well, now we'd like to invite the master's degree candidates from the Department of Counseling, Special Education, and Educational Psychology to please stand. Please join me in a round of applause for these master's degree candidates. Would the faculty from the Department of Counseling, Special Education, and Educational Psychology please take their seats? Thanks, you guys. Next, I would like to ask Dr. Jesus Cisneros to introduce our final group of master's degree candidates. Dr. Cisneros?
Would the faculty from the Teacher Education Department line up on the left side of the stage? At this time, I would like to invite those students who are receiving their master's degree from the Teacher Education Department to follow the marshal to the stage. Angelica Cristina Franquera, hooded by Dr. Pussman. Mayra Vasquez, hooded by Dr. Izquierdo. Cosette Soraya Velázquez, hooded by Dr. Hashi. Luz Maria Murillo, hooded by Dr. Hashi. Joel Alfredo Reyes, hooded by Dr. Tinajero. Georgina Dajavi Arellano, hooded by Dr. Click Cuellar and Dr. Min. Mayra Ibarra, hooded by Dr. Izquierdo and Dr. Tinajero. Melissa Juarez, hooded by Dr. Izquierdo. Mayra Angelica Chavez Lopez, hooded by Dr. Click Cuellar and Dr. Keller. Soledad Lucero, hooded by Ms. Pussman and Dr. Min. Esther Portillo, hooded by Dr. Koshelava and Dr. Bach. Daniel Murillo, hooded by Dr. Bach and Dr. Kosheleva. Christina Erica McDonald, hooded by Dr. Kosheleva. Laura Rose Maloney Price, hooded by Dr. Bach. Vanessa Subia Mesa, hooded by Dr. Gisa and Dr. Han. Laila Baeza, hooded by Dr. Han and Dr. Ortega. Cynthia Sanchez, hooded by Ms. Pussman and Dr. Click Cuellar. Melody Mercado, hooded by Dr. Izquierdo. Oscar Rafael Cardona, hooded by Dr. Izquierdo and Dr. Tinajero. Beatriz Palomino, hooded by Dr. Izquierdo and Dr. Bach. Bernice Yamamoto Davidson, hooded by Dr. Bach and Dr. Tinajero. Israel Perez, hooded by Dr. Teran Lopez. María del Rosario Salas, hooded by Dr. Izquierdo and Dr. Tinajero. Laura Victoria Garcia, hooded by Dr. Izquierdo and Dr. Tinajero. Vanessa Marie Juarez Martinez, hooded by Dr. Bach. June Straight, hooded by Dr. Bach. Bree Michelle Loggins, hooded by Dr. Hashi and Dr. Ann Song. Jorge Angel Diaz, hooded by Dr. Rosato and Dr. Click Cuellar. Mia Moreno, hooded by Dr. Click Cuellar and Miss Pussman. Alan Tyler Peinado, hooded by Dr. Bach and Dr. Giza. Ruth Marie Escamilla, hooded by Dr. Hashi. Mariana Paredes Vargas, hooded by Dr. Izquierdo. Noah Martin van der Zwan, hooded by Dr. Click Cuellar. Omar Carmona, hooded by Dr. Click Cuellar and Miss Pussman. Cypress Rios, hooded by Dr. Click Cuellar and Miss Pussman. Jennifer Wilson, hooded by Dr. Teran Lopez and Dr. Ullman. Junail Marie Lewis, hooded by Dr. Convertino and Dr. Teran Lopez. Kimberly Bunoen, hooded by Dr. Convertino and Dr. Teran Lopez. Gabriela Lopez Muñiz, hooded by Dr. Teran Lopez and Dr. Hashi. Amanda Zorns, hooded by Dr. Teran Lopez and Dr. Convertino. William Slate, hooded by Dr. Click Cuellar. Josiah Justice Morgan, hooded by Dr. Tillman and Dr. Ansung. Crystal Ibarra, hooded by Ms. Pussman. Elisa Janae Love, hooded by Dr. Pussman. Carla Ayala Toscano, hooded by Ms. Pussman. Jennifer Spence, hooded by Dr. Ocaña. Tim Berdan, hooded by Dr. Reyes. Rosangelica Soria, hooded by Dr. Rosato and Dr. Ullman. Maria Pace, hooded by Dr. Rosato. Mayra Nava, hooded by Dr. Reyes. David Hub, hooded by Dr. Song An and Dr. Hashi.
Oh.
Yvette Gonzalez, hooded by Dr. Reyes. Sergio Esparza, hooded by Dr. Izquierdo. Emma Aveitia, hooded by Dr. Reyes. Cristina Tejeda Cervantes, hooded by Dr. Olman and Dr. Convertino. Sabrina Garcia, hooded by Dr. Song An.
I'd like to invite the master's degree candidates from the Teacher Education Department to please stand. Everybody join me in a round of applause for these master's degree candidates. Woo! Yeah. Yes. Would the faculty from the Teacher Education Department please take their seats? Tonight, we continue a new and deeply meaningful element to our pre-commencement ceremony. In recognizing this year's doctoral candidates, we are incredibly honored to be able to hood each of them tonight. In the past, we were allowed to hand the hoods to our candidates, but we did not complete the formal hooding process, which previously took place on Sunday at the university commencement. But tonight, we're thrilled and deeply honored to be able to start a new tradition, where we complete the full hooding ceremony for our doctoral candidates right here in front of the witness and amazing support of their families, their friends, and their loved ones. Earning a doctoral degree is a long and effortful process. That is why approximately less than 1% of the population in the United States has earned a doctorate. That statistic should give you an idea of just how challenging this significant achievement can be. The doctoral hood's coloring represents the degree earned and the institution from which it was awarded. The hoods of those students earning their EDD have a light blue velvet, while the PhD candidates have a dark blue velvet. The color blue is indicative of the field of education. All hoods will have orange and white as the interior lining, indicating that they have earned their degree from the University of Texas at El Paso. The doctoral hooding ceremony originated in Europe at some of the world's finest universities. It is over 1,000 years old and still today represents an unwavering commitment to the continued pursuit of knowledge. The traditional ceremony includes the dean of the college from which the student has graduated and the student's dissertation committee chair. We will continue that tradition tonight. I would like to invite Associate Dean Dr. Erica Mean to introduce our doctoral candidates. And because each student who graduated with a doctoral degree from the College of Education works closely with an amazing committee made up of faculty members who guide them to graduation, Dr. Mean will also introduce them. Dr. Mean?
Good evening. My name is Erica Mean, and I serve as Associate Dean of Academic Affairs in the College of Education. It is an honor to be part of this new tradition of hooding our doctoral candidates during this ceremony. We have 9 doctoral candidates tonight, and we have asked each of them to prepare a few words about their journey. I'll call each of them up, say the title of their dissertation, and then ask the committee members to come to the front. First, I would like to invite Dr. Roque Aguan to the podium. Dr. Roque Aguan has earned a doctorate in teaching, learning, and culture. His dissertation is titled Decolonizing Media Literacy, Delinking Municipal Civic Pedagogy in Guam and Texas, Rethinking Critical Consciousness for Self-Determination, and Relinking an Indigenous Minority Propaganda Education Model.
Buenas din hafaday si Rocky Oginzu tata talafofo familia Mahetu giza islata Guahan in the Pacific Ocean. My name is Rocky Ogun. I'm from the island of Guam, in the Western Pacific, native Pacific Islander. Our family clan is the Mahetuk family. Means hard. Yo soy mexicano también. Mi papa grande es Cedral, San Luis de Potosí. Yo soy 4 generaciones aquí en Texas. Mi hijas es número 5. And Nafamaulik is a big part of my dissertation. But this is not me, this is not mine. This is an honor and a privilege that I'm blessed. God, the Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ, and the men and women, the wisdom behind me, my Pacific Islander brother, Dean Tanabe, my chair, Dr. Rosato, Dr. Herrera, on my committee, Dr. Underwood, President of the University of Guam, Emeritus, and Dr. Arvind Singhal, not able to be here tonight. And many of the faculty that are here tonight, Dr. Convertino, Dr. Ullman, y'all shaped me. And I'm humbled by that. I'm humbled by that experience. And I commit myself to do my best to honor that, to honor this university, to honor this program, to honor my family, to honor the bicultural, tricultural family that I come from. Mi esposa, my wife, I could not have done this without you, baby. I love you. to my children, Aiden Blaine, Riley not here, Roki Boy, Singani, Alejandra, Ogden family, Ogden power, Ogden strong. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. Thank you.
Will committee members, Dr. Jose Maria Herrera, Dr. Arvind Singhal, and Dr. Robert Underwood, please come and stand left of center stage? And will dissertation committee chair, Dr. Cesar Rosato, and Dean Tanabe, please come to center stage to formally hood Dr. Aguan? Next, I would like to invite Dr. Gonzalo H. Pavela Camacho to the podium. Dr. Gonzalo H. Pavela Camacho has earned a doctorate in teaching, learning, and culture. His dissertation is titled Non-Native English-Speaking Teachers' Identities and Ideologies on the U.S.-Mexico Border, a Case Study.
Okay, just I want to thanks to Jehovah God for giving me the opportunity to be part of this interesting journey. So just I want to express grateful to my parents, my friends, my family, my professors. Thank you for being part of this story of my life and to support me. Y estas palabras que voy a decir en español son pues para mis papás que no pudieron asistir, pero que a través de un mensaje les voy a decir unas palabras. Solo quiero decirles que una vez más que los amo mucho, que este doctorado me generó mucho esfuerzo y mucho trabajo, pero es un regalo que es para ustedes. Quiero que se sientan orgullosos no de mí, sino que se sientan orgullosos de ustedes, porque hicieron un buen trabajo con sus hijos y ahora ya pueden decir que su tercer hijo hoy ya es doctor. Muchas gracias.
And will committee members, Dr. Catherine Mortimer, Dr. Amy Bach, and Dr. Bertha Martinez, please come and stand left of center stage? And will dissertation committee chair, Dr. Shar Ullman, and Dean Tanabe, please come to center stage to formally hood Dr. Pavela Camacho? Next, I would like to invite Dr. Hector Giron to the podium. Dr. Hector Giron has earned a doctorate in educational leadership. His dissertation is titled A Qualitative Case Study on the Implementation of the State of New Mexico's Manual of Procedures, PSAB, Supplement 12, Capital Assets for the Ethical Disposal of E-Waste in the Post-COVID-19 Pandemic Environment.
Good evening to everyone. I am grateful for the opportunity to address all of you. I would like to offer my congratulations to all the graduates on achieving this milestone in your educational journey. I wish you good fortune in all your future endeavors. Hope that all of us can inspire others to engage in this educational journey for advanced degrees. I want to acknowledge and thank my family members who are present for their support. And most of all, I want to thank my wife, Petra Alicia. I want to let her know how grateful I am for her unshakable support in all my endeavors. Buenas tardes a todos. Les agradezco la oportunidad de dirigirme a esta audiencia. Me gustaría ofrecer mis felicitaciones a todos los graduados por lograr este hito en su viaje educativo. Les deseo buena suerte en todos sus proyectos futuros. Espero que todos podamos inspirar a otros a participar en este viaje educativo para obtener títulos avanzados. Quiero reconocer y agradecer a mis familiares por su apoyo. Sobre todo quiero decirle a mi esposa Petra Alicia cuán agradecido estoy por su apoyo inquebrantable en todos mis esfuerzos. Mis respetos, mi vida. Thank you.
Will committee members Dr. Rodolfo Rincones, Dr. Wei-Ling Sun, and Dr. Isela Peña please come and stand left of center stage? And will dissertation committee chair Dr. Jesus Cisneros and Dean Tanabe please come to center stage to formally hood Dr. Giron? Next, I would like to invite Dr. Jair Munoz to the podium. Dr. Jair Munoz has earned a doctorate in teaching, learning, and culture. His dissertation is titled, A Phenomenological Study of Disciplinary Alternative Education Program Enforcers on the U.S.-Mexico Border, Administrators, Teachers, Coaches, Substitutes, and Campus Patrols.
All right, how are you, my people? Oh, sorry. How are you, my people? I can't hear you. I know it's a Friday night, but please give me a shout out. How are you, my people? Thank you. I'm gonna make this in a bilingual thing because that's just how I roll. First of all, thank you for being here, all of you, taking time out of your busy lives and schedules. I definitely wanna, before I begin with anything, and I'm gonna switch back and forth to a little bit of translanguaging because why not? The first thing I want to do is thank the people that have supported me in the good, the bad, and the worst. And I am going to ask if everybody, please, the colleagues, my people, mi gente, mi pueblo, mi raza, if you could just stand for a minute and when I called you. Ana, my wife, she's right there, everybody, with the glasses. Párate, por favor, que te vea la raza. No seas así. She's a little shy. I could not be here without you. You gave me a sense of, I'm gonna take a bow. You gave me a sense of reflection, self-reflection that only, I could not ask for a better partner with that. My two beautiful babies that are here, I have a third one at home, she's sick, I'm sorry, that's how these things happen. Luna, diles hola, mi amor. Nova, diles hola, mi baby. Mis jefes, Jesús, los primeros maestros que he conocido en mi vida, Irene, los que están ahí, y mis carnales, saludos desde Juaritos y luego saludos hasta Ojinaga, porque aquí estamos representados por Ojinaga, Chihuahua, raza, la única gente que estamos aquí. Crucito, Mario y Pano. Next, I want to say thank you to the committee that helped me get there. And first of all, please give me a big shout out for Professor Strobel is not here. He could not be here with us. But please give a shout out to Professor Eric Amin. And then my chair, please, Professor Tinajero, Josie Tinajero. I have a message for everybody. All the colleagues that just graduated from the master's programs, please raise your hands if you're considering a doctoral program. Yalos? Pay attention, my people. I know that YouTube, you can't see it, but there's a lot of people there. Thank you, YouTube. Les tengo un mensaje, va a ser en español. Ya sé que mucha gente va a decir, no sean por vencidos. Yo les tengo un mejor mensaje. Sean aguerridas, sean aguerridos, sean aguerrides. Va a haber altas, va a haber bajas, va a haber gente que los va a apoyar, va a haber gente que no. Pero lo más importante es de que mientras ustedes tengan esa voluntad y no se den por vencidos, es lo que importa, porque al final del día van a tener agentes y a presencias aquí que lo van a estar apoyando en las buenas, en las malas, en las peores. Muchas gracias, my people.
And will committee members, Dr. Johannes Strobel, Dr. Erica Mean, and Dr. Victor Rios, please come and stand left of center stage? And will dissertation committee chair, Dr. Josefina Tinajero and Dean Tanabe, please come to center stage to formally hood Dr. Munoz. Next, I would like to invite Dr. May Reed to the podium. Dr. May Reed has earned a doctorate in educational leadership. Her dissertation is titled Secondary Administrators' Perceptions of Truancy Reform in Far West Texas.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. I am so very happy to be here. Hallelujah. Let me say, no one travels this road alone. There are so many individuals who assisted me in this quest. If I erred tonight and did not include you in my words, please know you played an important part in my life and will never be forgotten. First of all, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I completed this quest through faith, prayer, perseverance, and my annoying baby sister. I want to thank my dissertation committee, Chair, Dr. Rodolfo Rincones, who very bravely took me on. I owe you my life, sir. My committee members, Dr. Don Schulte, Dr. Jose Cisneros, Dr. Laura Guzman de Nuey, and another person I'd like to thank particularly, Dr. Teresa Cortez. Your support during this life-changing process and my belief and your belief in my perseverance will never be forgotten. To my former in-laws, Raymond Sr. and Roberta Cartwright, you have proved to me that you don't have to be blood to be family. I love you. Thank you for standing by me. To my children, Julian Gordon, Julia Cartwright, and my bonus son, Chad Parsons. Thank you, Chad. You are the epitome of what family means. Thank you. To my siblings, Claudia, Carolyn, Arthur Jr., thank you for keeping me focused. Thank you for the constant reminders that I could, in fact, complete this journey, and it was a long journey. I'd ask my sister Carlita to stand up, please. To my sister and soror, Carlita, a special thank you for your constant presence and love. I have many, many women who have passed on, who helped me on this journey, and I want them to know they're with me today. I would not be here without the support of Eta Pi Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Ski-Wee, You embody our motto, we help each other for we know there's no other. To my former middle school teacher of English, Miss Isabel M. Ortiz, who encouraged my love of writing, Mrs. Carolyn Tillman, whose friendship was cherished throughout this journey, Judge Brian J. Haggerty and his staff, who saw me through years of appearances in truancy court, I wasn't truant, they were, and understood my passion on this topic, and to the late Curtis Williams, who recognized my potential and took a leap of faith in my abilities to make a positive impact upon the lives of middle school and high school students for years to come. A most sincere thank you to Dr. Maricela Pineda and to Dr. Orby L. Stewart. I am convinced that angels walk amongst us. If you've ever seen the movie The Help, and I'm pretty sure you have, I am proud to say I come from I'm the fourth generation of women. My mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, and I'm assuming my ancestors that went before me. They never had the opportunity that I was given. They worked diligently, they worked hard hours, they cleaned a lot of floors, scrubbed a lot of floors, cleaned toilets, and I accept this on behalf of their memory. Thank you very much.
Will committee members, Dr. Jesus Cisneros, Dr. Don Schulte, and Dr. Laura Guzman Duvernois, please come and stand left of center stage? And will dissertation committee chair, Dr. Rodolfo Rincones and Dean Tanabe, please come to center stage to formally hood Dr. Reed? Next, I would like to invite Dr. Maj Sarah to the podium. Dr. Maj Sarah has earned a doctorate in teaching, learning, and culture. Her dissertation is titled, A Qualitative Case Study in ESL Education, Navigating Sexual Identities and Language Learning on the U.S.-Mexico Border.
Good evening. Allow me to say a few words for my family, whose English is limited. إلى عائلتي وطني الذي أصبح بلا وطن أمي أبي وأخوتي أنتم من سهرتم الليالي على ابني آرثر وأتحتم لي الوقت الكافي والدعم الوافي حتى أصل إلى خط النهاية وأحقق أمنيتي بتحصيل درجة الدكتوراه. كنتم وما زلتم السيف الذي احتميت به من غدرات الزمن والدرع الذي ساندني عندما خانتني أقدامي. To my husband, Chris, there are no words that can describe my gratitude for all the support you have given me along the way. I, too, love you then, love you now, and will love you forever. To my true treasure in this life, Arthur, you were and still are my reason in this life, my why, and my everything. I love you beyond measures. To my sunshine and the pupil of my eye, little Edward, you brought so much joy and purpose to this journey, and your sweet giggles were always the best way to start my study day. To the pillars of support, the guiding lanterns and my wells of knowledge that never dried out. My committee members, whose time, effort to get me here were limitless. You are the reason this dissertation saw the light. Dr. Char Allman, Dr. Mortimer, and Dr. De La Piedra, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Will committee members, Dr. Maria Teresa de la Piedra, Dr. Catherine Mortimer, and Dr. Liana Lucero, please come and stand left of center stage, and will Dissertation Committee Chair, Dr. Shar Ullman, and Dean Tanabe, please come to center stage to formally hood Dr. Sarah. Next, I would like to invite Dr. Victoria Suttmiller to the podium. Dr. Victoria Suttmiller has earned a doctorate in educational leadership. Her dissertation is titled The Fraternity and Sorority Experience of Latinx Students at a Hispanic Serving Institution, a Descriptive Study.
Good evening, everyone. 3.5 years ago, I started a journey, a doctoral journey, that I knew I couldn't do alone. And I suckered in 2 of my friends to do it with me. And they're here tonight to help celebrate with me. Matt and Mallory, thank you for always being there with me. This journey would not have been the same without you. Although classes started 3.5 years ago for me, I have stood on giants longer than that. My folks who are here tonight have always been a part of that journey, and I wouldn't be here tonight without them and their love and everything that they've always provided me. So glad that you're here. You're as much a part of this as I am. You are standing here with me. But those shoulders are also those of all the wonderful women in my family that has come before me. I think Dr. Reed and I are gonna need to get together about the women who have brought us to this point in our lives, because we wouldn't be here without them. Those women in my family have made strides. And tonight, so do I. And I couldn't be prouder. I got a master's degree 23 years ago with friends that were just as important to me as Matt and Mallory, and one of those is here with me tonight as well. So I'm glad that Jody's here. Love you, my friend. But the one person who can't be here tonight is my husband. He is down at Starlight Event Center getting his MBA and getting hooded for that. So, this journey is shared with him. The many long hours of writing papers and articles, reading, is shared with him. And so I'm very proud of him as well. Even though he can't be here, I celebrate this with him, the love of my life. So my last thanks is to my committee, to my faculty who graciously passed me my courses, so I appreciate them. Thank you.
Will committee members Dr. Penelope Espinosa, Dr. Arturo Olivares, and Dr. Matthew Johnson please come and stand left of center stage, and will Dissertation Committee Chair Dr. Jesus Cisneros and Dean Tanabe please come to center stage to formally hood Dr. Suttmiller. Next, I would like to invite Dr. Dina Thomason to the podium. Dr. Dina Thomason has earned a doctorate in teaching, learning, and culture. Her dissertation is titled, The Effect of STEM Integrated Curriculum on Design Thinking Dispositions in Middle School Students, a mixed method study.
Good evening. I like to say that I started pursuing my doctorate on a whim, and that's true. 5.5 years ago, I attended a meeting that the TLC program was having in my district, and at the time I thought, why not? How hard could it be? It's actually really, really hard, just so you know. But the real reasons are probably deeper than that. Yesterday, my father had a heart attack. And luckily, he's going to be okay. He made it here tonight, despite everybody's recommendations. So thank him for that. But those kinds of events make you think about what matters and why we make the choices that we do. I know that for myself, pursuing knowledge or the desire to make the world better is because of those that came before him. My parents and their parents wanted something better, something more. I am here because of people that came before me, and I don't owe them anything, but the pursuit of knowledge, the attempt at understanding is a legacy. It is a gift. I became an educator because I believe that there is power in knowledge, that understanding is transformative, and that if I can, I have a responsibility to do. I am so very grateful to my parents that provided the support and inspiration to always work to be better and to always enjoy every minute of that effort. I am also so very thankful to Dr. Shi. She has been unbelievably patient and supportive, and I really appreciate her mentorship. I have met some amazing people throughout this journey, some of whom are here today, and I can only be grateful that I've been able to share this experience with some beautiful, brilliant people. Thank you very much.
Will committee members, Dr. Murat Shoshanov and Penelope Espinosa, please come and stand left of center stage? And will dissertation committee chair, Dr. Pei-Ling Shi and Dean Tanabe, please come to center stage to formally hood Dr. Thomason? Finally, I would like to invite Dr. Nancy Torres to the podium. Dr. Nancy Torres has earned a doctorate in educational leadership. Her dissertation is titled, "A Case Study on Promoting a Healthy School Culture to Combat Childhood Obesity and the Role of a Principal."
Woo. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Dr. Peña. You said this was going to be an emotional night, and you were right. You said, write down some words. It'll be easier. And anyone that knows me, I am super emotional. I am super grateful for everything that comes into my life. I have been through 8.5 years of dissertation work, 5 committee chairs, and my grit, perseverance has come through. So I know we are changing things up, and I love I've never met a lot of these people here tonight, these doctoral students, and there's such a dynamic group. And I kind of want to show you my passion here tonight, and I'm kind of glad it's at the end. Thank you to all those who made it possible, my family, my friends, my coworkers, the love of my life. To all the educational support, and most of all, to all the littles in my life that have helped me work through this childhood obesity epidemic. and the know that we have to do something to make these kids healthier, to make them live longer, to make them enjoy the quality of life that they deserve. So, what I want to do now is be dynamic. And I'm going to have you guys join me with this celebration. To you master's students, you deserve it. Keep working hard, keep persevering. Doctoral students, thank you so much. It is an honor to be on stage with you all. Faculty, thank you so much for everything. Thank you for the education. To my parents who are here tonight, gonna be celebrating 50 years this next year. My brother and his wife who's here, my sister who's in California, let's do this the right way. You guys will know this, so please join me. Come on. Yeah, I see you. Flap those wings. Woohoo! Thank you guys so much. Picks up. Stay here, stay here, stay here.
What a great way to close us out. Will committee members, Dr. Arturo Olivares, Dr. Rodolfo Rincones, and Dr. Monica Reyes, please come and stand left of center stage? And will dissertation committee chair, Dr. Isela Peña and Dean Tanabe, please come to center stage to formally hood Dr. Torres?
Well, on that note, DACA recipients, please come to center stage. I'd like to congratulate each of you on your well-earned success. I know that as you go forward, you will continue to represent UTEP and the College of Education in positive and powerful ways while making an impact on the field of education. Please, everyone, join me in congratulating our outstanding EDD, PhD recipients. Woo! Yeah. That's it. I think we're gonna take a quick picture, a group photo. Please join me in another round of applause for these incredible doctoral candidates. Dr. Candidates, I invite you to take your seats. Thank you very much. To all of our graduates tonight, please remember that we do not achieve much in life without the support and encouragement of family and friends. Those are the individuals who believed in you and your ability to complete your degree. They are also probably the people who are very happy and relieved that this day has finally come. Graduates, I ask you to join us all of us, in a round of applause for those important people in your life who have supported you in your educational journey. I also need to acknowledge and thank the College of Education faculty and leadership who are the heart and core of the college and have played a critical role in instructing, advising, and mentoring these graduates. In addition, I would like to thank 3 faculty members in particular, Dr. Daniel Hyman, Dr. Rachel Keller, and Dr. Jesus Cisneros, who played a special role in celebrating, in this celebration tonight. I'd also like to thank the amazing staff of the College of Education for all their hard work in organizing this ceremony and being with us this evening. We could not have done it without you. They're in the wings, they're out in the back, they're throughout. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now we invite you to join us for cupcakes and punch outside of the McGoffin Auditorium immediately following the ceremony. We also have a photo booth by the entrance for you to enjoy. And as we conclude this very special pre-commencement ceremony, we remember that graduation is a beginning. We hope that you will continue the learning process for the rest of your lives. We look forward to seeing you Sunday, December 17th at commencement, which begins at 6 p.m. in the Don Haskins Center. Please remember, students, to wear your caps, gowns, hoods, and cords. Agradecemos a todas las familias y amigos de los graduados que estuvieron hoy. Su presencia hizo que esta ceremonia fuera especial. Gracias por compartir este momento con nosotros. As the recessional plays, we ask that you remain in your seats as the College of Education faculty and graduates exit the auditorium. Congratulations to the graduates of the class of 2023. Go Miners!